How you doing, YouTube? Matt, Massive Beer Reviews, back to another review. A little bit of American Blonde, itty bitty, hopeful, awesome, sessionable, chuggableness in the form of the Alchemist Lightweight. I've not had this before. This comes courtesy of my buddy Keith. He went up Vermont Way a couple weeks ago, actually, and ended up dropping this sucker on me. I'm kind of excited to give it a whirl because, you know, I love me some Alchemist. I really dig Chemix beers. The way they play, the way they use hops and stuff like that are quite nice. But something this small, American Blonde Ale, go a couple different directions. So, yeah. As far as what it says in here, like I said, lightweight American Blonde Ale, 4.4% alcohol by volume. And that's pretty much it. They talk about how they're certified B Corp on the back here, independent brewing, done and done. There is no date on the can. I don't think they date any of their stuff. And, you know, it's pretty much just like the, I wouldn't say their generic kind of label, but it's kind of their generic label. It's just that kind of hop background with a different color going on. So, yeah. Let's give this sucker a whirl. See what she's got. So, yeah, American Blonde Ale. You can go a lot of different ways with this. But you almost expect there to be hops in there, more than you expect on a basic American Blonde Ale. Why? Because it's the Alchemist and it's Chemix. You know, I do my podcast that I talk about in the beginning and sometimes in the middle of every review that I do. I ended up interviewing him for my podcast and just kind of talking and picking his brain about what he does up there and the kind of beers he does. And it kind of makes sense. A lot of the stuff has hop forward stuff going on in it. But anyway, I'm kind of curious to see what's up with this one. Pinky Finger I've had. Not really super creamy, but not rocky on top either. Pretty uniform, tight, compact bubbles. And she's got a really soft haze to her. Almost like a kind of Berliner Weiss or like a Goza kind of thing going on color-wise. Yeah, she looks quite nice. Let's see if we can get a nose on her. Yeah, it's really, there's a soft bittering to it. Other than that, you get a bright kind of almost like Pilsner malt with a little bit of honey vibes. I believe it's like more of a honey malt thing. So a little Pilsner malt, a little bit of honey malt vibes going on there. More of a crackery kind of malt, I should say, rather than Pilsner. But that soft, like almost like honeysuckly kind of honey to it. And yeah, just ever so slightest bit of soft bittering. It almost comes off, and I keep kind of going back and forth with the whole Pilsner thing. It's like a Pilsner that's non-lagered kind of vibe to it. So yeah, I think she smells quite nice. Let's dive in. Cheers. Okay, those hops definitely come through in the taste. They're bright. They're vibrant. They're playing in a soft, grassy, weedy kind of way, while at the same time having this really fun kind of melon rindiness to it. That honey malt thing I was getting in the nose, not getting really a ton of it in the taste, but since there is a nice sweetness to it, and I'm thinking that kind of melon vibes, honeydew melon, I'm getting those kind of honey vibes all kind of connecting there for me. Yeah, it's bright. It's pretty impactful, too, for its lower ABV. Drying on the finish makes you want to go back for more and more. Yeah, this is a very impactful beer, especially for its lower ABV. And it's super drinkable. Is it a session beer? How drying and how impactful those hops are, I think they might weigh a little bit heavy on the palate. But as far as just like a super impactful crusher of a beer, this kind of foots the bill. Super tasty. It's definitely not lightweight in flavor. It's lightweight in ABV and the way the hops play. Like I said, that kind of soft, grassy weediness with that nice kind of fruity melon vibes. In the crispness of the beer, while at the same time have a nice drying effect, making you want to go back for more while being impactful. It's I could see if you're a lightweight, this might do something to you, but if you're a heavyweight, you can definitely throw a bunch of these down. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better, lower ABV hop forward beers. I don't necessarily want to throw it in American Blonde Ale kind of category, but lower ABV hop forward beers. I've had better. The more kind of hazy New England style turbid. It's funny to say New England style with this beer, but that super thick kind of, you know, sub 5%, your Equilibrium Photons of the world. Those kind of beers do it a little bit better for me, but this is definitely worthy of the conversation. And one of the more interesting plays with the way the hops work in it at that lower ABV. Value and availability. It's the Alchemist. It's $13 for a 4-pack. No matter what you buy, and I don't know if this is brewery only. I know some of the stuff gets out there, especially Heady and Fogel, but you might not. You might see it out there. You might not. And leave you with, if you like what, will you like this? If you like hop forward, small, chuggable beers, and you like Kimmick's beers, because like I said, he definitely has that weed thing going for him, and he definitely likes to work in that kind of danky, kind of resinous area, as opposed to being that super fruit juicy forwardness. So if you like those kind of beers, you definitely like this one. If you like his lower ABV jams, this is going to do you proper. So there you go. Another review in the books. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers, if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Like I said, I do the podcast. You type that in. You see me doing a bunch of interviews. I end up sitting having an awesome conversation. Probably the most favorite podcast I've ever done with Kimmick when I was on my honeymoon, nonetheless, out there. Sat down, chugged some beers, and just kind of rapped, and I really enjoyed that one. So check that out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little chugger right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.